What is high, some, and low anyway? You've been asked to complete a vocational fit assessment. You've received an email from admin@vocfit.com, and this is to give you a little bit of information to help you understand what the assessment does and how you will score it. vocfit.com is designed to support individuals with disabilities in employment settings. It has 133 items that are divided into 11 categories or subscales, and this assessment should take you 15 to 20 minutes to complete. The subscales are listed. If you're asked to assess a worker or an individual, this is what the assessment will look like. To what degree does the worker demonstrate the ability to communicate face-to-face with other people? Do they have high ability, some ability, or low ability to complete that task? For this particular individual, we would say they have low ability. It's scored, goes to the cloud, and we begin to build a profile for each of the 130 items that are part of vocfit.com. So what does high mean? So if we look at the left column, when we're looking at the person's abilities, we would say that if they have high ability, if we can leave them alone in a room and they can complete a task independently, even if they need assistance, adaptive equipment, or other types of support in order to get that done, but they can manage that themselves. We would say that they have low ability if you're in the room with them providing support, but they can't consistently provide or complete that task even with your support. We would say that they have some ability if it's somewhere in the middle, that they need some type of assistance, either a physical cue or some type of reminder to complete a task on a regular basis. If you're being asked to evaluate an internship or job, it's the same process but in reverse. So we would say, to what degree does the job demand the ability to communicate face-to-face with other people? For this particular job, we would say there is some demand for that. It's scored, it goes to the cloud, and we begin to build profiles for each of the 130 items within VocaFit so that we can look at all different types of jobs. And eventually use that data that we've collected on the individual with the disability to see how well suited they are for various types of employment. So if you're being asked to evaluate a job, we'd ask you to look at this right column. We would say that a task has a high demand if it is essential to performing the job. You really can't do anything to remove that task from completing the job and saying that they're still completing the job. We would say that they have low ability, or there is a low demand if the task is irrelevant and non-essential. For example, working outside in the cold if you are in Florida. And I know it gets cold in Florida, but not like it does in Indiana or Ohio. We would say that there's some demand if it's somewhere in the middle, that it's relevant to the job but not essential. So you may have to do it on occasion, or there might be a way to carve part of that out of the job and still say they're completing that particular job. So again, thank you for filling this out. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to admin@vocfit.com.